Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Ranking Member Takano. I rise in support of my legislation, the Veterans Education Transparency and Training Act, or the VET Act. This bill addresses critical barriers veterans currently face with accessing educational benefits they've earned through their dedicated service to our nation. It helps ensure a smoother, more effective transition back into the civilian life. Specifically, my legislation requires educational institutions to clearly provide estimated tuition costs to potential GI Bill students. If an institution cannot accurately estimate the tuition, they must explain exactly why. And this transparency ensures veterans aren't misled by inaccurate information, preventing unnecessary debt that they would accrue. The bill directs the VA to establish an online resource center, a centralized hub regularly updated to include all available training for school certifying officials. And this simple change provides essential flexibility for institutions like police academies and truck driving schools, ensuring they can effectively support veterans and their families. At a time when this bureaucratic red tape has been strangling our veterans, this have become a barrier rather than a bridge. I'm proud to champion a bill that directly helps veterans reduce unnecessary government hurdles. This legislation aligns perfectly with President Trump's mission to make the VA truly work for our veterans. I urge all members to support H.R. 981, and I yield back the remainder of my time. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Ranking Member Takano. I rise today in strong support of my legislation, H.R. 983, the Montgomery GI Select Reserve Tuition Fairness Act of 2025. This bill holds particular significance for me because the issue was first brought to my attention by one of my constituents, Mr. Greg Tremeling, a fellow veteran, during our Veterans Day listening session hosted last Congress. His voice, joined by countless other reservists and veterans, highlighted the urgent need for policy change, and this is precisely what this government should be doing, listening to our constituents and acting on their needs. I'm honored to represent the brave men and women serving at Fort McCoy and Volkfield, whose daily sacrifices safeguard our nation and its values. My legislation will help veterans utilizing the Montgomery Select GI Reserves. My legislation will help veterans utilizing the Montgomery GI Bill Select Reserves by including them in the in-state tuition waiver that all other beneficiaries currently receive. These reservists face the same dangers and make identical sacrifices as their active duty counterparts when deployed. Their courage and dedication deserves equal recognition. Of the last 8 service members killed in the line of duty, 6 of them were reservists, the 2 remaining being my fellow Navy SEALs who were lost in the Red Sea. Their loss underscores the serious consequences of the decisions made by the previous administration. And I would remind everyone that the enemy does not care if you're a National Guardsman or woman. They don't care if you're a select reservist or active duty. They are simply aiming at the American flag on your shoulder. By passing this bill, we're going to ensure parity between the reservists and active duty service members. It's long due for a change, and I extend my personal gratitude to Mr. Tremeling for bringing this critical matter to my attention, and I thank Chairman Bost for his steadfast leadership and support. I urge my colleagues to join me in supporting H.R. 983. And with that, Mr. Speaker, I yield the balance of my time.